Kingsley Print started in 1981. It's a family-run business and we employ 17 people. We have numerous products in our range which include brochures, leaflets, stationery, and we've moved into the wide format printing market with pop-up banners and posters. Our clients are becoming increasingly interested in our waste programme. We had one client in particular, which was WWF, who did ask that we looked at obtaining the 14001 environmental accreditation and also FSC. So with the help of Rethink Waste, we put our programmes in place, and I took on the full responsibility to make sure that everybody within the company knew exactly what we were doing and what we were trying to achieve.
When implementing our own environmental management system, we looked at the Rethink Waste website, and with the help of the 3 modules there, we're able to devise an action plan to reduce our waste, and that enabled us to set targets for the reductions. We started our waste reduction programme in 2008, which was things as simple as segregating out the different waste streams so that we could recycle more. Our approach has been to provide separate bins for each of the separate items we're recycling. This gives a visual reminder to the employees, makes it easy for them to follow, and helps us to keep up our recycling targets. There is a financial benefit to recycling. At the moment, the aluminium waste is worth over £1,000 a tonne, and the paper waste is around about £65 a tonne. The Rethink Waste programme has made it very easy for our employees to reduce and manage their waste, and it's something that any company could do.
The waste process is really efficient to use at Kingsley because everything's clearly labelled up. It's become second nature almost, because that's how easy it is.
The waste process has been really easy to follow here. The way the bins have been segregated for various materials that we use in the print, down to the aluminium, the plastics, the paper, it's working really well. Good for the environment.
Initially, we just wanted to reduce the amount of waste we were sending to landfill, and originally we thought just by segregating the waste we could do this, but it became apparent that we could actually reuse some of this waste rather than recycling it. For instance, our aluminium plates come in cardboard boxes. These used to be thrown away. What we do now, instead of recycling, we actually reuse these to store copies of the printed job in our filing system. This also saves us buying envelopes for that purpose. Another area is the pallets. Some of the pallets we get from our suppliers now are called flexi pallets, which means we can actually use these on the press and reuse them to send out work. We've had some really great results using the Rethink Waste programme and evaluating our waste streams, and we've actually saved 75% going to landfill. In addition to that, we're only spending 1/10 of what we did on waste removal, and over a year that amounts to a really considerable saving. Before we really looked into our waste, we were sending 4 1100 litre bins to landfill every week. Once we started to look at reducing, reusing and recycling, we've managed to reduce that to 1 1100 litre bin per week, which is an enormous saving for a small company like us. Working closely with our waste management companies has ensured that this waste is recycled and not sent to landfill.
As one of Kingsley's main waste contractors at J&G, we take away their waste coating barrels and we shred them into recycled plastic to be used for drainage pipe and lighting pipe. Plus, any broken wooden pallets that Kingsley receive deliveries on are taken away, chipped, and then sent off for MDF that is made into, for example, kitchen worktops.
With our environmental policies within Kingsley and our great achievements, we then looked internally within the company how we can actually improve that. One area we looked at was actually looking at getting a brand new printing press, and hence we are doing that. With the new press coming in, our setup time will be much quicker. At present, our existing press takes about 15 minutes to set up, whereas the new press will be about 3 to 4 minutes. The quicker setup times will actually reduce our paper that we use throughout the jobs. At present, we roughly use about 250 pieces of paper on a setup, and that will drop down to roughly about 50 sheets. That in total on a daily basis could save us something around about £100 a day out of 120 kilograms of paper per day as wastage, and that on a year will probably be something around about £25,000. Obviously for Kingsley Print this is a significant investment. We look at it in two ways. A, it's going to improve our profit within the company, and secondly help the environment at the same time.
Kingsley Print is extremely proud of what we've achieved with our environmental policies, and we have saved quite a lot of money financially. And with the Rethink Waste programmes, we can only hope that in the future we can do even more.